It's time to hear from our special guest tonight. And for those who don't know much about tonight's speaker, he's certainly someone who's familiar with adversity and change. Gerald Ratner took over his family business in the mid-1980s and transformed it into one of the world's largest jewellery retailers.
People only think about me for that one mistake that I made at the Albert Hall in 1991, which is a bit unfair really, because I've made lots of mistakes. There was a programme on Sky TV in 2008 which was called The 50 Worst Mistakes of All Time. At number one was me, and because of the speech I ended up actually owing the bank at that time £1 billion, which was a lot of money in those days.
The talk by Gerald Ratner about his experiences, I think, was really entertaining, really informative in terms of the sort of trials and tribulations an entrepreneur can go through. And I mean, he's got perhaps the sort of, most dramatic illustration of the lot, really, given the journey that he's travelled.
It's fantastic when people are honest and authentic and share their story, their ups and downs, but also how they come out the other side and how we can all learn from that.
Many years went by and I believed everything that the press said of me, that I was basically unemployable. And I didn't do anything for 7 years. But I was doing a bit of cycling around, which I still do to this day, and I could see the benefits. That one thing that was keeping me sane was exercise. And I thought, this is the benefit that I want to go into the business of health and fitness, because I can see, it's 1997, not a lot of health clubs going, I could see the benefits it could give. And I sold that business for £3.9 million in cash, 2.5 years after I'd started it. So I'm in the club on the last day, and there's a bloke sitting in the corner of the bar called Jurek Piasecki, who's the chairman of Goldsmiths, the second largest jewellers. And he says, Gerald, what are you going to do for your next trick? He says, when you come back, you've got to go back into the jewellery business. I said, Jurek, I can't do that, my name stinks. He says, I know your name stinks. He says, but that's why you'll succeed, the internet. It's now 2001, everyone knows who you are, albeit for the wrong reasons. And that's what you need to do to get hits. And we launched it just in time for Christmas in 2003. And today, we are the 216,000th most popular website. But that's enough to call ourselves Britain's largest online jewellers with sales of £25 million.
Gerald Ratner is obviously famous, infamous, if you like. The business partner read his book, and as much as he's had a checkered past and it's been really difficult, but he's still looking forward and he's still looking at new markets, and for us that was why we came.
I think we learnt a lot tonight from, alongside the sort of humour and the entertainment, we learnt a lot about what makes for a really successful entrepreneur, which he clearly is.
Everybody was laughing about it when I made the speech, and it was, for me, it was like daggers going in my stomach, because it was my baby and the business was going. But it was only when I started laughing about it like I do now that I came to terms with it. My business today is nothing like the size of my old business, but I actually get more pleasure out of it. I appreciate it, because I don't want to get too cheesy, because I lost everything. And when I had all that money, I didn't really appreciate it. I now really do appreciate it, and that's what's important. It's not how much you've got, it's how much happiness you get out of it.